My favorite part of the school year was definitely like TLC, like our service projects.
My favorite part of the school year was doing cheer because I made a bunch of friends.
The Dover Philly Pep Rally, when all the elementary kids came, made me feel important, made me feel like I was a part of something big, and it was nice seeing all the kids being inspired by us.
Probably sixth grade camp.
To go and see the show Anything Goes at the high school.
My favorite part of this school year was going on field trips and making friends.
Winning the spelling bee.
When my teacher let us have a pancake party.
My favorite part of this school year is going to orchestra every day.
I love recess, and I love lunch, and I love Haggerty and math and foundations.
If you ask my dad, I've probably gotten ornery year.
I actually got a little bit smarter this school year. Like I learned more about times, which is multiply.
I think I've matured a lot, and that's especially because the teachers have helped me.
Whenever I was on the first day of school, I didn't really have many friends, and now I'm friends with almost everyone in my classroom.
I think I've changed since the beginning of the school year by being more outspoken. I've always been a really shy person, but this year I think I've talked to more people than I ever have.
I wasn't very confident at all, and now I'm very confident about myself, and I can do many things.
Well, when I changed because now I speak English a little bit when I was the first.
I've changed as a person. I've changed as a learner, and I've changed as a friend.
I'm most grateful for the teachers. The teachers I got this year really helped.
The teachers and the staff members. I'm grateful for having a bunch of kind and smart people and teachers to help me when I need it. Probably Mrs. Margoletta, because she has organized everything that has been going on in our school.
I'm thankful for Mrs. Evans. Being at the school and having great staff members.
My teachers.
The teachers.
The great teachers they have.
I'm the most grateful for all the teachers and how patient they are with us.
I'm super grateful for having a great school and being able to learn as many things as I know today.
It means a lot, everything from my great-grandparents going to this school, everybody in the community being a great person and helping me.
Being able to help support the Dover community, and I like to support people, so. It means to work hard.
To me, being a Dover Tornado means supporting people, being there for people, being kind to everybody, being a good sport if you play sports, and if people are coming from a new school, you welcome them in with love.
To me, being a Dover Tornado is being there for my peers, for my teachers, for my friends, my family, being involved and being ready to give a helping hand when they need me.
A Dover Tornado means to me by having a great community and great friends at school.
And to me, being a Dover Tornado means that I'm always going to have a place to go that I can call home.
I'd like to thank Mrs. Clark, my teacher.
Mrs. Nicholson, because she's been an awesome principal, and Miss McGarry, because she's teaching me math.
A staff member I'd like to shout out to is Mr. Carrick. He's always really helpful, and he always jokes around in class.
I want to give a big shout out to Mrs. Wallach. I love your energy. You walked into the room every single day with a big smile. You were so excited to see us. You called us your scholars.
Mrs. Durant is a really great teacher. She was funny and she taught me math.
Miss Laver, because she has done a lot for the Latino community, and I really appreciate that.
Mrs. Monteith, because like I said, she enhances my learning and she is just great.
Mrs. Hanscom.
I want to thank Mrs. Van Gelder.
Prime Mr. Lafredo, because he's just the best gym teacher that I've had.
Miss Hupp and our student teacher, Mr. Ferguson.
I want to shout out Mr. Reese, or Coach Reese. He's helped me a lot. He's given me a lot of great advice. He's a leader in my life, and I really appreciate him for what he does.
I want to thank my teacher, Mrs. Spinell.
Mrs. Bartholomew, she's just a great teacher, great person. She's very understanding and really sweet and caring.
Definitely Mrs. Monteith.
I would like to shout out Miss McConnell for always helping me in AP Stats.
I want to thank Mrs. Dulac for having the best year of my life. Subtraction. Learning about caterpillars and chrysalis and butterflies. To be kind. Learning fractions.
Learning about the Titanic, because I love reading about ships.
Prime multiplication.
Fractions and decimals. Probably long division.
Science.
People don't always like each other or get along.
The most valuable thing that I learned this year was taxes and tips and gratuity.
Always ask when you're not sure of something.
Most valuable thing I learned this year was to face adversity.
The most valuable thing I learned this school year was working under pressure.
The most valuable thing I learned this school year is to be passionate about what you love.
The most valuable thing I learned this year is not to worry about tomorrow and to just focus on today